Welcome back to Lumberjack Fishing, everybody. And before we go any further, please, let's have a word from our sponsor. Yeah, I'm kidding. We don't really have one. So anyway, before we go any further, let's just do this. Go ahead and subscribe if you like the content. Hit the like button, smash the notification bell, because you have to be subscribed to win when we do our free stuff giveaway, and we give away free stuff by the abundance when we do the giveaways. As well, if you've got the time, go over to Instagram at Romy and Tony and check us out there. We have a lot more content. We do giveaways on that channel sometimes too. So once you're done doing all that, check us out at TikTok and Snapchat. Snapchat is Lumberjack Fish and TikTok is Lumberjack_fishing. And then we have Facebook at Lumberjack Fishing. So what we're going to do today, because everybody knows that I'm a big fan of paddle tails, is we are going to talk about a newer paddle tail that I was able to get my hands on here recently. I thought it was a little interesting and quite cool. And it is by Lunkerhunt. You know that. We push Lunkerhunt like crazy. So we have the Lunkerhunt Swim Bento. Cute little package there. So now if you've used the Bento Minnow, the design is pretty much the same, except for it has the paddle tail version. So on the paddle tail version, one of these bad boys out, you have the holographic body. Nice eye placement there, pretty close to anatomically correct. There is a keeled tail. That's what this little deal is here. You can see the difference in the tail there. There's a keeled tail with a nice paddle on the end, nice wide paddle too to get that extra movement. So now the way these are designed is these are set up for jig heads, which is cool for a lot of things because you can use them as a trailer, you can use them as a jig head by themselves. I happen to have a couple different styles rigged up right here. I'm going to show you right now. So this is your average jig head. Okay, this is a long shank jig too, so, you know, there's that one. That's one way to hook it up. And here is another way to hook it up. Now I have this one on a 1/4 ounce spinner, so, you know, it's gonna look a little different. This is the white version, or ghost as they call it. You got your little spinner up here, but as you can see, this too is a very long shank hook. So now the attraction of these things is going to be by the movement itself, but the spinner just adds a little extra punch. And I like to use a lot of paddle tails on spinners, so yeah, you'll have that. And then I have another way I want to hook up, but I'll show you how to do that in this video. But first we're going to talk about the fact that this is a hollow bodied here. So inside here is this little reflective material, and the body itself is actually hollow. If I pinch it up, you can see how the material stays behind and it just bubbles up. It does that on both sides. And you can see right there, that's where your material is. So the other way I want to show you how to hook this up is with one of these. Now this is an underspinner hook. This is a pretty wide gap hook too. So, you know, you got your underspinner right there. There's your weight. So these things have a little screw on the end. And I found with the Bentos that this is my favorite way to hook them up. Now, granted, they are not intended for this, so results may vary. But when you've been doing it for a while, yeah, I don't know, you've been doing it for a while. So once you screw the head onto the little pin, like so, okay, screw it right in there. Try to get it to where the paddle is facing down, okay, and then you run to your check here where your hook's gonna set. So we're gonna go in right there. And I try to stay to the outside of that material so that you don't bind the material. Come right up through the middle. A little push. Now it sits a little sideways, but the action of the bento bait will stay the same. That is the best part of the whole thing. The action of the bento bait will stay the same. And then I'll run it like this through the water with a little spinner underneath. And I've had actually some semi-decent luck. We'll get some actual video footage of me doing this at some point. And then you just tie on and go. So now I set it back this far because if a snakehead was to grab this on this kind, because that's what we fish for the most here in Korea, the snakeheads. If a snakehead is to snap onto this, he'll actually snap right into here. So there's that chance with the jig head, as you can see, the jig head, if I put them face to face, the jig head sits forward of this barb here. Push that down. You see what I'm pushing towards here. You have a much better hookup ratio for a snakehead this way. Now bass, it doesn't matter. They put the whole thing in their mouth. So a jig head works awesome. Awesome on that. other than that, guys, I think the color variations, I think, will depend on the water that you're in as far as what it is you're actually fishing for. So, but these are three of my favorite choices for rigging these guys up and getting them the way you want them. So, then again, you know, everybody has a different color choice. I use the white on the spinner. I use the, what is the dance color? That's this dark color here. I use the dance color when I run a jig head, or if I run it on that underspin like I showed you. But yeah, they come in a various amount of sizes. I think these ones are the 4.5 inch. Yeah, so 4.5 inch comes with 5. 3.3 comes with, I think, 6. And then there's like, I think a 5 inch that comes with 4 in it. So, I mean, you get the size that you pay for. It's not that big a deal. So, yeah, Lunkerhunt Swim Bentos, guys. Really good baits. Really cool. I love the looks of them. And like I said, they look anatomically. Look, put that back so it's just a little straighter. They look anatomically correct. You can't beat that. So, guys, as always, if you like the content, subscribe. If you like what I'm putting out, check out my other channels, please. Every little bit helps there, and we will see what we can do for our next giveaway. So, speaking of giveaways, we get this channel up to 1,000. I'm going to do a massive giveaway right here on YouTube. We'll do it live like we did the last time, and we'll see what we can get going. As well, on Instagram, we get up to 1,200 there. We'll do another big giveaway on that one too. So guys, and the other channels, we're still compiling those together to get them going. But once they're where they should be, we'll randomly do giveaway stuff for that as well. So guys, as always, your friendly catfish over here at Lumberjack Fishing, just saying, tight lines, guys.